guys, let me ask you something. What happens when you get a bunch of comics together and let them go wild? You get Comics Uncaged. That's right. When you get a bunch of comics together and let them go wild, you get Comics Uncaged. And it's just a bunch of comics doing banter and definitely not trying to do bad stand-up. First I want to introduce Annie Asquith Donnelly.
Hello, I'm Annie Asquith, Queen of Kingdom Queef. I'm puss-tastic and mega madness. You can't handle the bitch.
We can't handle it.
You cannot handle it. And to the right of her, I would like to introduce one of the best comics in New York City, Scott Nelson.
Oh, and in other news. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We're basically all just gonna have fun here, do a little bit of talking, but I'm just curious. I want to start with Annie. I was thinking, you know, I know that you recently had a child, and I was thinking, like, man, I got kids, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's like, what, they want you to take you to school, they want you to do this, they want you to buy that, and then you got to pay for college, and then they leave the home. It's like, wait. What about my love, you know? So I was wondering how
You don't got no kids. The only thing you have is a bad suit and a bad talk show. No, but you're right. Having kids is really hard.
I tell you what. I mean, to speak truthfully, I have a daughter. I have a teenage daughter. Thanks. And I tell you what, so I'll be in the living room and all of a sudden I'll hear somebody pounding down the steps. We all know what that's like when somebody pounds down the steps. Teenagers have quite a way. So I'm just reading the newspaper, my daughter's pounding down the steps and stops and says, "Daddy, I want to get a boob job."
12 years old.
Teenager, not 12. And I say, "You don't even have a job. Oh, Dad, I hate you. You're gonna pay for this." I'm not gonna pay for that.
Wow.
Not paying for breast implants on my teenage daughter, not in a million years.
And that's like when kids are like, "Are you drinking coffee? I'd love to try some of the coffee." And you're not gonna give the kid coffee, because then you know you're gonna have to take him to the hospital.
Honestly, I honestly don't even know why we have kids. It's hard to have them. Taken from me, I had a C-section, which is a medical term for when they cut your pussy open.
Oh, they cut a pussy open.
I'm telling you, that shit hurt so bad. I'm still feeling the ramifications from it. I piss not on command. I piss all the time. And, you know, some motherfuckers, when they go to the shopping center, they go like this. But when I go to the shopping center, I'm like this. Ow! My pussy, they cut it right off! And some motherfuckers, when they dance at the club, they dance like this. But when I dance at the club, I go a little something like this.
Why you slap me? I can't help. I can't help you.
She slapped him.
Get yourself a suit at Men's Warehouse.
My wife threw me in the wash. This isn't how I look. I'm shrunk. I'm usually 7'2", okay? Shit. And then some people at the club like this. Am I right? Man, I'll tell you what. Let me ask you what. Have you ever given a blowjob with Pop Rocks in your mouth? Yes.
Yeah, I will tell you another. Have you ever given a blowjob with chunky peanut butter in your mouth? Because it's actually a similar consistency, but it's not fun. And I had so many nuts in my penis hole. I just wanted to tell.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've definitely given a blowjob with a couple Pop Rocks, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I tried to spice things up with my husband the other day, you know, and
Great.
so right before I went downtown on him, I said, hey, let me spice things up a bit. I threw a couple Pop Rocks in my mouth. And I started popping away and slobbing on his knob, and he was really feeling it. Oh baby, all that shit, right? And then I heard the little pops and then a loud pop, and I was like, damn, these Pop Rocks are really popping. But the loud pop, my husband started screaming at me, goes, God damn it, motherfucking bitch, you bit my cock clean off!
Holy shit, man.
One of the Pop Rocks had popped his cock off. And I said, shit, I'm gonna get a lot of trouble for this one. So I called 911 myself. I said, operator, she said, what? I said, operator, you won't believe it. I put some Pop Rocks in my mouth to go down to my husband. She said, stop right there. His cock came clean off, didn't it? I said, yes, ma'am, it did. She said, well, if I was you, I would just take that cock and run, because you got the best of them anyway, honey.
I'll tell you, Jesus! I did nothing! I'll tell you what, after a story like that, I'm thinking about going to church, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go to church. Who here went to church when they were kids? Yeah, everybody did when they were kids. I tell you what. And I'm going to my son's room. I also have a teenage son. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, I say it's 9:15. It's time to get ready for church. My son says, oh, I don't want to go. Do I have to? And I look at him and I say, when I was your age, I would get up at 8 in the morning. I would put on my church shirt, my church pants, my church socks, my church shoes, brush my teeth, have breakfast, wake up my sister, get her dressed for church, get ready, comb my hair, go down to the car, get in the car, and go to church. My son says, all right, I'll go to church. Can I bring my flashlight?
You know, I was an altar boy at church from ages 6 to 43. And I court order had to stop going to church.
It's crazy, man. These kids, they're crazy these days. It's like, you know, they're doing the fleshlights, they're eating the ass, you know.
Kimchi. And that stinks.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but I know all about eating ass. Who here likes to eat ass? Every motherfucker likes to get their ass ate and likes to eat ass too.
Yes.
You know, myself included. I remember this one time before I was married. Yes, before I was married, I had met a guy at a club, and I made eyes with him, and I thought he was gonna offer me a drink, but he said, how about I take you home and lick that ass?
Lick that ass!
And that's exactly what I did. I went home with him. I started licking his ass, and then he took his turn on me. He's going to town on my asshole. I'm telling you, it felt so good. Wow. And then all of a sudden, he stops licking, and I feel this cool breeze. And I turned behind and I said, what happened? Did you turn into a ghost? And I swear to God, this is a true story. He looked me dead square in the eyes and he said, you best believe in ghost stories, Miss Stunley. You're living in one. From the Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's crazy.
I don't know who you're gonna meet at the club.
I was at a family reunion of mine. I was talking to one of my distant third cousin or something like that, and he was telling me that he was eating someone's ass. He was eating someone's ass, but then he said that he started to suck. And this is the part that you're gonna think I'm lying about, but I'm telling you the truth as well. He sucked the ass so hard that his partner turned inside out.
No, I've heard a lot about this. There's a lot of guys walking around the trains that are inside out right now.
Suck them inside?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually real. Well, you know, Christmas is around the block, and you know, and I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, Christmas, golly. I mean, remember some of these stories we read about Christmas? How about the night before Christmas? How about this? It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. If I see a mouse, I'm moving out. And this guy, that's the least of his worries if a mouse is running around.
I'll tell you guys what, this was comics, this is not you gotta stop hitting me for no reason. Alright, let me tell you guys what, this was comics.
Guy come down the chimney, arrest him. Don't fuck around, don't pretend maybe it's the real one. Arrest him. Citizen's arrest. Yeah. And you can do it too.
Silent night, the Christ child was born! Make some noise, people!
He's right. I'll tell you guys what, this is Comics Uncaged. This is Comics Uncaged, a bunch of comics just doing banter, definitely not fake stand-up.